Let's begin in mountain pose. Stand comfortably, roll the shoulders back a couple of times, let those shoulder blades settle down your back, and then close your eyes. Place one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly, and begin to deeply breathe. Feel your feet anchor into the floor. You may want to rock back and forth between your heels and the balls of your feet. And then we'll place our arms by our side, continue to rock forward and back. And then once we feel settled in mountain pose, we're going to sweep the arms up and then bring the hands to heart center. Inhaling, arms sweep up. And exhale, slowly drawing down. Let's do that a couple more times. And then we're going to step wide, turn our toes out, and we're going to flow moonflowers. So as you exhale, you're bending your knees and drawing the elbows towards you. And as you inhale, we're sweeping the arms to the sky and lengthening through the legs. Continuing to move with our breath, we'll exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. And then we're going to warm up the low back. This next time, exhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms towards the floor, and then inhale, sweep the arms towards the ceiling. As you're bending forward, keep your core engaged, keep your chest lifted, and find that perfect pace that matches your breath. That may be quicker or slower than I am currently moving. You're going to challenge your balance. You can even close your eyes. Now let's step to the top edge of our mat and mountain. Anchor our feet into the floor. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, we're going to sweep the arms up, taking a half series. We're going to hinge forward from the hips, swan diving to forward fold. And then as we inhale, we'll lift our chest to halfway lift. Exhale, soften to your fold. Inhale, root your feet into the floor, sweeping your arms to the sky. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up. We're flowing our standing half series. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the legs, lift the chest. Exhale, melt back into your fold. Inhale, rising tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hinging forward from our hips, folding. Inhaling, feeling that stretch through the hamstrings as we halfway lift. Exhale, soften. Inhale, rise tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll take the standing half series one more time. Let your breath be your guide on this last one. And now we're going to move into full salutations. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. This time we'll exhale, place our hands to the floor and step back to downward facing dog. Let's pause here, pedal our heels. Spread your fingers wide, press your hands into the floor. Allow your neck to relax. And then we're going to drop our knees to the floor and take down puppy. On our next inhale, we're going to come forward to a kneeling plank. Line your wrists under your shoulders. Draw your navel center towards your spine. Slowly lower to the floor. And then as you take your next inhale, lift the chest just slightly. Baby cobra, warming up into that back bend. Curl the toes under. Lift the hips up and back to downward facing dog. And then step your feet to your hands. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And this completes one salutation. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll continue to take different variations. You can come down to your knees every single time we do these, building strength as you go. So from down dog, we'll inhale, drop our knees, shift our shoulders over our wrist. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, come back to all fours, curl the toes under, lift the hips up. Take a breath here. And then we'll step our feet to our hands. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Continuing to flow, inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the floor, stepping back, downward facing dog. Now if you want to try without the knees, shift your shoulders over your wrists, coming to plank, and then maybe drop the knees and slowly lower halfway. Drop the belly, lift the chest, coming into full cobra. Notice the elbows stay bent. Downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths here. And then we'll walk our feet to our hands. Inhale, root to rise tall and mountain. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, strong core, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhaling, shift your shoulders over your wrist. If you want to try chaturanga without the knees, you're going to lower halfway, bending the elbows until they come in line with the shoulders. Then drop the belly, lift the chest. Listen to how your low back feels. You don't have to force yourself to lift the chest high. Take a couple of breaths in downward facing dog. And then we'll step our feet to our hands. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift, flat back, straight legs. Exhale, stepping back, downward facing dog. Inhaling, plank or kneeling plank. Exhaling, lowering halfway or all the way. And then option to take upward facing dog. This is a more challenging back bend. If you're not familiar with it, maybe skip it today. We'll break it down in another video. And then from downward facing dog, step your feet to your hands. Inhale, rise tall to mountain. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, shoulders over wrist to high plank. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, back bend of your choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. And we're going to stay here in downward facing dog. We're going to take our right leg towards the sky. Think of your heel lifting towards the ceiling. Try to point your pinky toe towards the floor. If you'd like to add a hip opener, bend your right knee and then stack your right hip over the left, keeping your shoulders square to the top edge of the mat. And then we'll drop the knee, bring our foot back to the floor, and take the left leg to the sky. Heel towards the ceiling, toes towards the floor. Upper body is working. We're spreading our fingers wide. Press your finger pads into the mat. And then we'll bend the knee, stack the left hip on top of the right. Listen to your body. You can skip any part of this practice. We're going to take the right leg up on our inhale and then draw your right knee in, scoop in through the abs, and then inhale, take your right leg back to three-legged dog. Now we're going to step through lunge, so still scoop out the abs, making space for your foot to come to the mat, and make any adjustments you need to get your right ankle under your knee. Drop your back knee, sweep the arms up, kneeling lunge. Take a breath here, let your heart shine. And as you take your next exhale, float your hands to the floor, curl your back toes, lift your back knee, and we're going to add a twist. Plant the left hand, sweep the right arm to the sky. And on your next exhale, we'll take the right hand back to the mat, step back to downward facing dog, and then sweep our left leg to the sky. Exhale, scoop in the abs, round the back, draw your knee towards your nose. Inhale. Take the left leg back to three-legged dog. Exhale, draw the knee towards your nose. Plant your left foot to the floor. Get your ankle under your knee. And we're going to drop the back knee. Sweep our arms to the sky. Kneeling crescent lunge. On our next exhale, we're going to slowly lower our hands back to the floor. We'll curl the back toes under, lift the back knee, plant the right hand, sweep your left arm to the sky. Come back to your breath, root your hand into the floor, reach the arms. On our next exhale, we'll come back to downward facing dog. On your next inhale, sweep the right leg up. We're coming into full crescent lunge. Create space for the foot to find the floor. Line your ankle under your knee. Carefully find your balance and sweep the arms up. Come back to your breath. Focusing your gaze will help keep you steady. And we're going to add a twist. Bring your hands to heart center. Start to turn to the right, gently resting your left elbow to your right thigh. Your core is engaged to support the weight of your upper body. You should be able to float your elbow off the knee. It's barely touching. On your next exhale, unwind your twist, place your hands to the floor, step back, downward facing dog. Option to add our vinyasa here. Inhaling plank, exhale lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, back bend of your choice, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, other side, sweep the left leg up. Exhale, step the left leg through to lunge. Take your time setting this up. When you're ready, sweep the arms up. Full crescent lunge. Come back to your breath. We'll add our twist to the left side. Bring the hands to heart center. Gently rest the right elbow to the thigh. Press the palms together. Strong core supports the upper body, rooting the feet into the floor. And we'll unwind our twist. We'll place our hands to the floor and step back to downward facing dog. We'll walk our feet to our hands, breathing in, standing tall to mountain. Exhaling, bring your hands to heart center. We're going to step wide on our mat with the right foot forward. Your left toes face the long edge of your mat. Your front heel lines up with your back arch. This is Warrior 2. Shoulders stack over your hips. You can play with how deep you take this lunge. Keeping our Warrior 2 legs, we'll drop the back arm, sweep the right arm up and back, reverse warrior. And on your next exhale, we're going to bring our forearm to our thigh, sweep our top arm towards the sky, coming into side angle. And we'll come back to Warrior 2, straighten the right knee, reach past your right toes, and then rest your hand to your shin, ankle, or to the floor. Let your top arm reach towards the sky, triangle pose. And then with a soft bend in your knee, we're going to start to come back into lunge, curl your back toes under, place your hands to the floor, step back to downward facing dog. Your choice to add a vinyasa here or rest, plank, lowering halfway or all the way, cobra or up dog, exhaling downward facing dog. We'll step our feet to our hands, inhale, sweep our arms to the sky, and exhale, hands to heart center. So we're going to take our warrior poses on the other side. Keeping the left foot forward, step your right foot back, right toes point to the side of the mat. We'll bend the knee to stack over the ankle, shoulders over hips, arms out to a T, gazing just past your fingertips. For reverse warrior, we'll drop the back arm, sweep the left arm up and back. Breathing as we hold this side stretch. And on your next exhale, we'll stretch to the other side, side angle, forearm to thigh, top arm either reaches up or draw your bicep near the ear. Think of a long line of energy from that back heel out through the crown of your head. Returning to Warrior 2, we'll stack our shoulders back over our hips, straighten the left knee, reach past the left toes, lowering to triangle pose, one hand to shin, ankle, or floor, top end reaching to the sky. You can look straight ahead or you can look up. Start to bend the front knee, curl the back toes under, stepping back, downward facing dog. Option to take your vinyasa here, plank, exhale, lower, inhale, back bend of your choice, exhale, downward facing dog. Holding our down dog here, continuing to breathe. You can soften the knees, check in with how we're lengthening through the spine. Check in with your neck, let your head relax. Notice if your weight's just in your wrist, use your whole hand and think of pushing the mat away to help take pressure out of your shoulders and your wrist. And on your next exhale, we'll lower our knees to the floor, send our hips to our heels to child's pose. Taking several deep breaths here. then we'll bring ourselves up seated, untuck our feet, bring our legs out in front. We're gonna set up boat pose, hold onto the back of your thighs, lift your chest, and then rock off your sit bones. Continuing to breathe, we can add more challenge by taking the arms long. You can continue to bend the knees or play with taking the legs straight, checking in with how your quads feel. Don't force yourself. Stay where you can steadily breathe. If you lengthen the legs, maybe point the feet. Keep lifting the chest. And then we're going to slowly lower the feet, drop our knees out to the side to butterfly. You can bring those heels further away from your body than I have mine, or draw them closer to you. Listen to how your hips feel. You may want to fold forward. Just breathing, letting go, relaxing. The hard work is behind us. Let's come back tall, draw the knees together. We're gonna do a twist. Keep your right knee in, take your left leg straight, flex your left foot. Bring your left hand to the outside of your right knee, your right hand behind you, and then twist looking over your shoulder. Keep lifting out through the crown of your head. And as you take your next exhale, we'll unwind our twist. Take the right leg straight, bend the left knee, breathe in, lift the chest, tall spine. Left hand to the outside of the knee, right hand behind us. We'll twist and look back. And as we exhale, we'll unwind our twist. We'll scoot towards the bottom edge of the mat. Send the arms long as if you were reaching for something. Slowly lower down, one vertebrae at a time. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock side to side. Thank yourself for the time you took to do some strengthening work today. And then take your legs out straight. We're going to come into relax your arms by your side. Come back to your deep breath. Lie here for as long as you would like. Thank you for practicing yoga with me today. I'll see you in the next video.